Hello and welcome to Sir on the Tube, powered by 606 Shy Entertainment. Today is a special edition where we're going to put emphasis on Major League Baseball and showcase teams from the Chicago area, the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox. Today on Sir on the Tube, we have a very special guest, Mr. Terrence Rogers, Chicago Cubs baseball expert. Sir, how are you?
How you doing?
Thank you for coming. We're going to jump right into Chicago Cubs news. This offseason, the Cubs signed Jon Lester to a 6-year, $155 million contract. Mr. Rogers, how do you feel about that signing?
I think it was what we needed. I like the signing. definitely a little excitement on the north side, so I think it was a good deal.
Okay, he's going to front run the rotation for the Cubs. In addition, the Cubs have a lot of good young talent. Kris Bryant, Baez, Castro, Rizzo, Alcantara, all these people. What do you think about Kris Bryant so far in spring training and his potential in the major leagues?
I think Kris Bryant is going to be really good. I almost compare him to like an Evan Longoria type feel. You know, when he came in, he set a spark for the Devil Rays, and I think that's what Kris Bryant will provide for the Cubs this year.
Okay, now we also have another player, Addison Russell, who's almost ready to take over shortstop. We have starter Castro there already. Baez, I don't know his first name. Baez is at second. What do you do with this influx of talent in the Chicago Cubs infield?
Well, if it was me, what I would do, I would keep all three. With Castro, well, Baez, he's a little more expendable than the others. He strikes out a little much. I almost see him as like a Dan Uggla type of player. A lot of home runs, a lot of strikeouts. But if I would move him to second base. I would move Bryant to the outfield, and I would move Castro to third so Addison Russell can slide in at shortstop. I think he's going to be pretty good. I think he'll be a pretty good number 2 hitter.
Joe Maddon, new Cubs coach, he has some good problems to have with the influx of talent.
Definitely.
What do you think about the signing of Joe Maddon? Do you think he has what it takes to change the culture that the Chicago Cubs have as a losing organization?
I definitely think he does. He loosens up the locker room. I think he's definitely what we needed. We've had some the last couple of years, starting with Mike Quaddy, we've had some bad coaches, just like they let in the locker room, just almost like the Bears, where the players are like running the locker room. We need somebody to come in, loosen it up, control the room, you know. And I think it'll be good.
The Cubs have been poor defensively. Do you think that would improve?
That has to. And I think that another thing with him, with Joe Maddon coming in, like the Devil Rays, they were real good defensively. So I think he'll preach defense, and I don't think he'll be afraid to pull them if they, like the shenanigans that Castro's been doing the last couple of years. I don't think Joe Maddon will have that. More so like a Mike Scioscia type of manager. You know, like the good managers, they like no tolerance on that type of stuff.
We're going to go back to the pitching staff real quick. After Jon Lester, what do you think the rotation is going to look like 2 through 5?
Definitely Jake Arrieta, number 2. I think we're missing the number 3. I can't really remember who it is right now. Definitely Cal Hendricks. Like I said, I think he'll be pretty good. Like Greg Maddux type of guy. You know, great off-speed pitches. And number 5 starter, Travis Woods, Waddle. We got a couple prospects. Even Jacob Turner, he's hurt right now, so he may be pretty good. He was a top prospect a couple years ago.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap for the Chicago Cubs news and expertise. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be back in just a sec.
The most important thing in life will always be the people right here, right now. That's what's real. Hello?
Dominic Toretto. You don't know me. You're about to.
Who did this?
Remember Owen Shaw? This is his big bad brother. He's a special forces assassin. They created a monster.
citizens of London have followed us home.
We're being hunted.
Shaw lives in a world that doesn't play by your rules.
And like it or not, you and your friends are a part of it now.
I don't have friends. I got family. This time it ain't just about being fast.
Can somebody just walk me through what we supposed to be doing?
Yo, Roman, you need some fresh air?
Just when you didn't think it could get any better, huh?
Everybody get
foolish. Put your hands in the air, let's do this.
We got mercenaries after us with enough weapons to wipe out small countries. This right here takes crazy to a whole nother level.
So what's the plan, Dom?
One last ride.
Nope, I'm not looking.
What's up now? What's up now? What's up now? Hold it down like what's up now?
Right now, I'm joined by Gregory Henderson, Chicago White Sox baseball analyst and enthusiast. Sir, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks for having me, Terrence.
Let's go right into it. Chicago White Sox with some major free agent pickups to be competitive in the AL Central. Adam LaRoche, David Robertson. What are your thoughts on those pickups?
Not big on Adam LaRoche because he strikes out a lot. But he is a gamer. So anytime you have a gamer, that's an awesome addition. Robertson comes from the Yankees, had a decent last year. I think he can possibly fill in and maybe help us out if he can stay healthy.
Okay. Robertson, I like him. Closer from the Yankees, a very good setup man. Melky Cabrera, what are your thoughts on him? Doping in the past and now coming to the Yankees, the White Sox clean.
Well, doping was a major problem with the MLB, so I'm going to erase his slate and hopefully he starts off better with the White Sox. If he can just produce half what he did his MVP year, I think the White Sox would be okay with him in that 2 spot.
This offseason, the White Sox picked up former Chicago Cub Jeff Samardzija to boost their rotation. You're not a fan of the Chicago Cubs organization or their players. What do you think about this pickup, Greg?
I think it was a very smart move for Jeff coming home to the South Side. And what he can offer us is he can definitely boost the rotation. As always, he has to stay healthy. I know his last start is a little shaky in spring training, but I do believe he can be a very positive asset to the team.
What are your feelings about Samardzija jumping over to the South Side?
Well, I don't commend anyone making a jump to the White Sox, first off, but I think it was a smart move by the Cubs to actually not give him the contract they needed because he's very overrated. He will eat up innings for you all, but he's nothing more than a 500 pitcher, in my opinion.
Would you consider him the ace of the staff?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Who would you consider the ace of the staff?
Actually, let me tell you a long haul here. I'm going to go with Brad Penny. May come out and be very, very, very critical with our staff.
Brad Penny?
Yes.
I didn't even know he was there.
Yeah.
He's the pitcher coach?
No, he's no, he's going to be pitching for us. He's a pitcher. He's a start off middle relief, all right, and he may work his way into that starting rotation. But of course, you know who our ace is, Chris Sale. Of course,
Okay,
if he can
Chris
stay
Sale,
healthy. You know that. But watch out. I like veterans.
Did you say Brad Penny?
Yes, I did say Brad Penny.
Okay.
Lyndon Rush.
Is he alive?
He's going to be past.
Chris Sale, Quintana.
Quintana.
Okay, I got a little Spanish in me, so I'll say Kenshine. John Danks.
Simon.
Yeah. I mean, those we have. I like Quintana a lot better than I like Danks. Danks is his left elbow has been a problem over the past years, and I'm almost at my peak season with him. So
You should be.
Should have been there.
Offensively, what do you think the White Sox are going to do offensively this year? I mean, you got Beckham, Ramirez, and you pick up a LaRoche, Rookie of the Year, Abreu. Hopefully he can stay healthy a full season. What are your thoughts on the White Sox offensively?
Well, speaking of Abreu, who may be the number 3 best hitter in baseball right now. Let's start off with Adam Eaton, top of the order. You know, we're gonna use.
Just
if we can go back. Yes, we did. We can go back to the World Series here. Something you guys may never be able to talk about. We played small ball. Okay, and you had to use speed. We used Scott Pacetti. We used speed to get on base. That's what Eaton was gonna do. If we could, yeah, another name you probably forgot about. If you can use that technique, if you can use that skill, play small ball, play Ozzie ball, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
We could possibly give this division a run.
So you think that offensively the White Sox will be able to keep up with the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians and the new, the resurgent Kansas City Royals who made it to the World Series last year?
Like every year, it's going to be very competitive. But what did Kansas City do? They did timely hitting, and they did, more importantly, they got the man over. Billy Butler, huge player, doesn't get enough respect for the Kansas City Royals.
Hold on top of that, did you just say that Abreu could be the number 3, like he's number 3 best hitter in the league?
In the major league?
In the American League, I should say.
Maybe you mean in the division.
No.
Okay.
I was not wrong in my statement. That was my opinion. I think he can be. I'm definitely a fan.
I mean, you think you're talking from that perspective. I mean, you can't really be thinking. So
Look at his numbers.
Okay, well, I mean, we'll see.
Numbers lie. No.
But we'll see.
Terrence lie. Yes.
Let's do a little predictions. Let's do some predictions here. What place do you think the White Sox will finish in the Central Division in 2015?
Well, looking at last year, what do we end up at?
73 and 89.
73, 89. If I had to make a good guess, this is a stretch. I'm gonna give us 85 and 77 this year.
85 and 77. Do you think that'll be good enough to win the division?
That's what I'm not sure about. We are in a
maybe a wild card.
Maybe a wild card.
Okay.
I'll be happy with a wild card because last year we had the same exact record as the Cubs, and that's embarrassing.
What do you think about the White Sox? I know you're not a big fan of this, but do you think that he's right on 85 to 77?
They could potentially be. They'll definitely be better than last year, but I think I see them somewhere along like competing for like 3rd, maybe like the Indians or something like that. Like I don't think. Well, you know the Royals, they did lose Shields, so I mean they could make a push for the wild card. But they definitely can't win the division.
Okay, well let's take the red line over to Addison and talk about the Cubs. And what do you think that they will do this year, Terrence, in the division?
Well, in the division, I think we have a chance to win the division. I don't think the division is as good as it's advertised. Definitely believe we'll be better offensively, and definitely we'll be better. We better to pick the rotation. We're getting Lester, you know.
Do you think that they're going to finish above the Cardinals or behind the Cardinals in the division?
Above the Cardinals.
So you are picking the Cubs are your pick to win the Central Division?
The Cubs, I'm saying it right here, right now. The Cubs are my pick to win the division.
Greg, I know.
I strongly disagree.
Cardinals with the division?
Cardinals. Why? Because for one, they have a better coach. Okay. And
Joe Madden, you know,
I
like
Joe Madden very much, but he doesn't know what he's in for.
This is not who's that? Gutierrez or Richard Ritter. That's not Richard Ritter.
The Cardinals have a better coach. I did that on purpose because everybody was saying that they act like I do understand the impact of a coach coming into a program and making differences, but I still think the Cubs, when it comes down to clinch in the moment, that's where they will never fail me.
Thank you for tuning in to this very special episode of Sir on the Tube. I would like to thank my guest co-host today, Terrence Rogers. Where can we follow you on Instagram?
Daeo226, DAEO226 on Instagram. That's me.
Greg Henderson, always a pleasure. You're a White Sox fan for life. Where can we follow you on Instagram?
I can be followed at Why Not Groove. I'm assuming you guys know how to spell Y and not and groove.
All right. He's a typical you know what. Thank you for tuning in to Sir on the Tube, powered by 606 Shot Entertainment. Make sure you follow us